enough. Hello, people. It's Wednesday time. Does it feel like a Monday? Because, well, that's because for all intents and purposes, every day feels exactly the same. You wake up, you take coffee, you work, you talk on the phone, you wash your hands, get back on the phone, work again, start drinking, yell at your kids, cook dinner, cook lunch, eat cookie, drink again. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Work some more, drink some more, try to order some groceries, order some dinner, decide not to order dinner, cook, phone, TV, phone, feed your sourdough, work, cook, phone. Yeah, it's all the same. Oh, this is nice. Tutor, is this a 20-year port?
Yes.
Yay. So today, United States has over 434,000 confirmed cases of COVID-19 and more than 14,700 people have died. Boris Johnson is spending a third night at the ICU, but apparently he's able to sit up, so what a fighter. Trump is still a living lunatic. It is what it is. I feel really bad for Bernie Sanders. I can't believe he lost to Joe Biden. I honestly did not see that coming. I thought he's gonna be fighting tooth and nail against I don't know, Elizabeth Warren? Anyway, I'm too naive. I personally reached a new level of depravity today. I did a 30-minute Peloton class with my favorite instructor, Cody Rigby, on a 90s pop ride, and highly recommend, first of all. It's a level 8 on the difficulty scale. I drank a beer during that 30-minute ride. I'm pretty sure it's not recommended, but it was fantastic. I really loved it. Also, instead of wearing new exercise clothing, new, not as in new, but clean, yesterday after I was getting out of my Peloton class, I just kicked my pants off, so it was still inside out. Today, I just put that on that way. I didn't even turn it around. So this is definitely, quarantine has brought out a new lazier side of me that I didn't even know existed. New heights. So that's me. Tonight is kind of a special night for me. Tomorrow, or rather in about 3.5 hours, I'm going to be turning 40. I'm gonna be officially super old. I've been an adult for a while, but 40 is legit adult. I think technically you can still be a hot mess, but and it hasn't been cute for a while, but 40 is officially not cute at all. If this is if in your 30s you're a hot mess, it's still a comedy. In the 40s, you're now an anti-hero. But it's sad because I still feel just as stupid as I did when I was 20. I'm just the same stupid person. I just can't do everything as much before it hurts. This evening, I talked to a college buddy of mine who has known me since I'm 20. And honestly, it doesn't feel like we've been friends for 20 years. It really just feels like a really long 5-year relationship. So I like to say all friendship plateau at 5 years. It doesn't get better or worse. It's the same. Maybe I just haven't had special friendships. Nevertheless, I want to do some reflection on the eve of my 40th birthday. So I compiled a list of top 10 life tips for, I guess, living. Okay. Number 10. Originally, it was read or watch good sci-fi, which I still stand by. A lot of sci-fis take place in dystopian futures or past or parallel universes, and a lot of them are written by Mormons. Really good still. Anyway, I like sci-fi. You go somewhere new, you come back with a different perspective, and they stay with it. Those perspectives stay with you for a long time, and then when you like deal with real life problems, you can, I don't know, you can relate to like these stories. I highly recommend it, but also I want to replace this tip by measure twice, cut once, or measure twice and then do whatever you need to do, because people are just really bad at measuring. So I guess number 10 is twice. One is read good sci-fi, and the other one's like measure twice or 3 times, and then have someone else look at the measurement for you, because yeah. So tip number 9, learn to make dumplings or something that you can share with people. Cooking dinner is not just a way to get to a man's heart. It's also just a good way to make friends, because usually your personality is not cutting it, and your life is not that interesting, but everyone likes food. And do you really want to be friends with people who don't like food? Yeah, and no. Wear sunscreen and moisturize. I started getting H spots. I never did any of that. I started getting H spots like 2 years ago. At first I thought it was just like a stain from dinner. Then I realized it's not coming off. So I actually got them like removed by laser, or a little bit, a few of them lessened by laser treatments. Guys, that really hurts. So just wear sunscreen. It's like way easier to put like a little bit of sunscreen and moisturizer on every day than to like sit in the back of some seedy Chinatown place to get your face lasered off. And it's expensive too. Number 7. This one is a real life tip, which is want things. I don't just mean like material things, but I find it extremely helpful in the last 20 years, since I became like a working adult. I found it really useful to like articulate to myself what things I want, and it just kind of opens my mind up to like try to figure out how to get to these things that I want. And what did they say? They're like, luck favors the bold or something like that. Fortune favors the bold and the prepared. I think wanting things is the first step in preparing yourselves to like achieve those things. And I think there's like a video called Secrets or something. I never saw it, but I think it's similar. But I don't believe I don't think the universe just like hands it to you. I really do think you just need to want it, and then you need to start. That's the first step to like start plotting. And I also think it's like better to just know what you want than to like linger in the land of like, well, I don't know what I want, like no preference. I think that's really dangerous. Number 6, try any food 7 times. Guys, I had to try alcohol many, many times before I decided I like it. And now it's like best friend. So yeah, your palate doesn't know what it wants. Give anything like several tries. Same thing with carrots. I used to hate carrots, and now it's like delicious. Number 5, treat yourself. I don't just mean donuts, but that too. I just think sometimes you're like the only person who like is on your team, and you're the only one who will put together a plan for you. You're the only one who can make yourself go through a plan and carry it out and go after the things you want. Everyone else, no, they'd love to see you succeed if you're lucky, but they're not gonna put in the work. So ultimately you gotta treat yourself. You gotta make yourself go through the journey and the experience or whatever, and realize you're your own teammate. You have to stand up for yourself, and you gotta speak up for yourself, and you also need to be nice to yourself, because that's sustainable. Number 4, and this is way more me than treat yourself, be really easily amused. life just has so much BS. Like no school ever prepares you for how much filler and BS life has. If you can, and that's like, just that can really bum you out. But if you're able to see the funny side of things, even the boringest BS loses their edge just a little bit. Just like this quarantine, you know? It's like so BS. You're literally doing nothing. You're just sitting around, drinking, being on the phone, working, yell at your kids. It's such BS, but still, you know, there's alcohol, so that's good. Be easily amused. Number 3, this one's back into the sincere land. Learning things is not easy. Learning is basically a constant experience of, like, you know, like, learning things is like, it's kind of like the first time you tried to play, learning things is like the first moment of anal, basically. Like, it doesn't feel good at all, and you're just always uncomfortable, and you're like, no, not that hole. Oh wait, I gotta relax. Oh, okay. Oh no. It's kind of like that, but that's basically learning in a nutshell. As long as you but you just gotta keep going. And you can never go as fast as you like, and as long as you don't stop, at some point you'll reap the benefits. So yeah, learning things. Number 2, life tip from Lynn. Remember, no one's looking at you. Everyone is too busy to they're all busy figuring out who they are and what they want. Take advantage of people not noticing you, and just get ahead. Like when I was trying to reserve my wedding venue at this place in San Francisco back in February. I was told that it's really difficult to reserve wedding venues because everyone starts planning at the top of the year, and they go tours and they go view all these places, and then they decide around like late March. And basically when you're looking at wedding venues, you're trying to see, is this place me? Well, bitch, I already knew who I am, and I already knew what I wanted. So, and Tudor did too. So we only toured like a few places, and we already knew who we are as a couple. So it was really easy. I told the wedding planner, I'm like, look, everyone else is just busy trying to figure out who they are right now. We already know. So yeah. So no one's looking at you. Figure out who you are. And finally, my life tip. Oh, this one feels like it's a lot of pressure. Like I want to be profound, but I'm just really not that deep of a person. I think my number 1 tip is you need to feel lucky. This is another way of saying like you should be grateful. So many bad things could have happened to you, but they didn't, and you're still here experiencing this buffet of life. And you gotta find the space in yourself to feel lucky. I feel very lucky to have made it here. My parents are both alive. My sister and I were close, and I found a great guy to start a family with, and I actually have a family here, and I have great friends, and I feel I'm working at a job that makes me feel good every day about like the problem we're solving. I've lived a life so far where I took a lot of chances and I stumbled so many times, and all these people just like pull through for me all the time. I can feel people pulling for me. I can feel people wishing me like the best of luck, and I just feel so good about that. Even though I'm no one special, I just feel like I'm surrounded by people who, you know, they're pulling for me. And I bet you are too. So yeah, feel lucky. On that note, now I feel like I'm excited to turn 40, even though that's still hella old, and that feels like a lot of pressure. Oops. Stay. It feels like a lot of pressure to be 40 because you're at a point in life where probably people are looking up to you to give them guidance. Like I remember when I was 20 and I think about 40-year-olds, I'm like, God, they got everything figured out. And now I'm 40, I'm like, I got nothing figured out. But now I feel the pressure of people looking at me like, what do you think? So anyway, that should be very interesting to unpack. Hopefully by the time I'm 50, I'm still alive and my liver is still going. But until then, I hope we get out of this coronavirus quarantine soon and I can do this birthday over with a huge party. Thank you. Good night. See you guys from the land of adults.